My name is Tushar Patel, and welcome to Ontario Tech Robot in 3 Days Day 1 Recap. We started the day off by analyzing the game to determine the optimal way of scoring points to achieve the highest score possible. We determined that our mechanisms of choice or our design must revolve around being able to climb up on the charging platform effectively with a reliable drivetrain, as well as place both cones and cubes throughout the grid. Our goal is to at least reach the first 2 levels of the grid, but preferably we would like to reach the very end and very top of the grid to be able to place an object, either a cone or a cube, just about anywhere on the grid.
Hi guys, I'm Andy. I'm the senior lead for design and mechanical for Ri3D. For day 1, to recap what we did, we watched the reveal video when it got released at 12 o'clock, and we proceeded to go over the game manual, determine all our restraints that we have on our robot, as well as all the main scoring and options that we have in designing our robot. We then split up into groups and designed a number of different concept sketches, which we presented to the full group and voted on top 2 arm designs and top 2 intake designs to pursue further into the prototyping stage and into development. What I have here with me is one of the intake designs we decided to go with, which use compliant wheels to allow us to grab both game objects, the cones and the cubes. And it allows us to put a lot of force on the cones while also minimizing the amount of force we put on the cubes, as we felt that we could have issues with popping them. And so this is the version 1 of our intake. We're planning on developing a few more iterations of this so that we can find out exactly what we want to do. As you can see, we can pick up the cones pretty well and place them back down, which we'll have on some sort of lifting mechanism, which we're currently prototyping. And with the cubes, we can pick them up and put a decent amount of force on them without having to worry about popping them. We're also working on another concept for a intake, which is more of a claw mechanism, which allows us to grab the cube as well as grab the pylon in any configuration. We're also working on both an elevator and arm prototype to lift this mechanism and to score points in the grid.
Hi, my name's Cassie. I'm the electrical lead for Ri3D. From a controls perspective, our first priority was to get a simple drive base running so that programming could get a head start on some basic commands needed for driving, and specifically to this year, climbing on the charging station. We did this with 4 Victor SPXs and 4 Sim motors. Our next priorities and next steps are to work closely with the mechanical team as mechanisms are developed to determine how many more speed controllers are needed and how the motors will be connected to those speed controllers. And last but not least, decide on a final placement of the control board. I look forward to everything the next few days has to bring.
Hey, my name is Taya. I'm the mechanical outreach and media lead this year, but I'll mainly be focusing on the media side here at our first day at Ri3D. Day 1 recap of our Robot in 3 Days starts off with setting up for the weekend and focusing on what we do here and how the media plays into it. Our goal is to live stream and give the teams the ability to follow along with our design process within our ACE facility here at Ontario Tech University and how we're going about making those decisions for the weekend. Tune in for day 2, where we'll be having an open house where high school students and our very own university students can come by and learn about our very own process of Ri3D.